Hello and welcome to the aForm Show, the premier podcast for all things architecture and design across the MENA region. Welcome to your tribe. Today's episode is supported by SkyStruct, the groundbreaking construction and project management solution that's absolutely turning heads in the industry. They are bringing together architects, engineers, project managers, procurement, and essentially any stakeholder onto one singular platform. Yes, clients are included. SkyStruct is genuinely changing the game. Its tailored modules for construction management, inventory, labor, cost management helps streamline the chaos of construction projects. They are rolling out very soon in Dubai, but you as a listener can get in early. Drop us an email at hello@aform.studio and find out how SkyStruct is the future, and it is here today. Now, let's get into the episode. Hello and welcome back to the show. Today we are joined by Pratap Mendonca and Geetha Nayak from Design Infinity. With humble beginnings in 2012, Design Infinity has experienced a rapid growth in recent years. The delivery of challenging projects, both on time and within budget, have earned them a reputation that is unparalleled in the market. And I must say, me as a designer, I can attest to that firsthand. Today, we are here to find out how this all came to be. So without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome to the show. It's so nice to have both of you on after so long. We've been trying to put this together, so I'm quite happy we're making this happen.
Good morning, Alan. Thank you for having us on aForm.
Thank you for being here. I guess my first question to you is, Design Infinity obviously is really well known in the market now. I think most designers have probably either worked with you or are aware of you, definitely. But I always like going back to the start of anything that is successful, just to see the steps that led to it. So I guess I want to start with what led to Design Infinity, why this company and what you wanted to do with it. What was the problem you were trying to solve essentially?
Back in 2007, Geetha and myself worked in a project where Geetha took care of interior fit-out work and I supplied office furniture. In June 2012, I met Geetha along with my wife Saital. We discussed, brainstormed and founded Design Infinity.
Right.
Our vision was to make Design Infinity one of the topmost interior fit-out company in UAE. We focused on delivering high-quality interior fit-out, one-time completion, and competitive pricing. Today, we have grown to 900 plus team members, 15,000 square feet head office in Dubai, branch office in Abu Dhabi, and 60,000 square feet manufacturing facility at Dubai Investment Park, where we produce our joinery, metal, glass, upholstery, and signage works.
Wow. That is, I'm sure if anyone hears that, they're like, that's a lot of work and a lot of investment and a lot of growth that has obviously happened over many, many years. And I think one of the things is that that's only possible if you really have a successful track record, of works being delivered and so on and so forth. So I want to ask a very obvious question. I'm sure, people listening are probably wondering, which is, what is your differentiating factor? What really makes you, if I must say, different to any other contractor, for example?
Yeah, we work along with the clients and we try to give a personalized, innovative solutions to the clients. And we are more flexible in our approach. So we understand the client's requirement and we involve ourselves personally in any of our approach. And also we focus on more sustainable practices. And we are giving complimentary LEED certifications, which will definitely in line with the UAE leaders' sustainable approach. And another factor is like we are giving a 2 years DLP, which in our industry, most of the people are giving a 1 year defect liability period. And we are giving a 2 years DLP, which will set us apart.
If any of my contractors are listening, you should take note of this, because I literally just had an argument with one of them the other day about how can it be 1 year? It should be more than 1 year. But yes, that is awesome. Yeah. Please.
And also we are the first interior company to have a super brand status, which we are proud of. And the main thing is like our excellent project management skills. We are finishing our projects timely with the quality. So that gives us a cutting edge compared to others.
Yeah, I mean, that is, again, like I said in the introduction, that is something which actually drew me to Design Infinity, because I've actually worked with you in the past. I can firsthand attest to that. So I actually know how you operate and your processes and essentially how you prioritize client requirements, because there are many contractors who I've worked with in the market who are like, oh, that's a change. Here's VO number one. That's another change. Here's VO number two. And while it may be valid, as long as you're doing it with the client's interests in mind, I think it makes a much, much, much big difference. And I personally like that entire journey, to be honest. Having worked with, many, many such companies, I thought it was a really good experience. So I think that actually might be your differentiating factor, I think. I think you're on to something.
Yeah, another thing which we are hands-on the projects wherein we get involved, myself and Pratap, we get involved personally in many of our major projects. We interact with the clients. If there is any issues on the sites, they can approach us directly, and we are there on a day-to-day works.
Right. Right. Makes a lot of sense. I then want to sort of touch up on what Pratap said about, your kind of growth that's happened over the last, I know it's been a long time, like, 10 years plus, obviously, but in recent years, I think it's become really, really big. So it's something which I think a lot of people, both designers and even on the, fit out side, scaling up is always a scary thing. Because on the one hand, you may get a project which requires you to scale, but then you are sort of then obliged to constantly get at least that much work, which to me seems like a very scary unknown kind of thing. So I want to understand, what was your thinking when you were scaling up, trying to become more vertically integrated, have in-house processes? Was there a point where you realized we should do this? Or did you think that, this is the absolute right thing to do, we should do it right now? Was there any moment that led to this?
Yes, Design Infinity grown gradually and organically. Every year in January, we set business target and work hard along with our team to achieve it. We started in 2012 with 2 team members and 750 square feet office. As time passed, we added new division or expanded existing division. In 2014, we started MEP division, 2015 joinery, 2016 office furniture and branch in Abu Dhabi. 2017, we introduced HSC, QA/QC and IT department. 2019, metal and glass division. 2019, we added upholstery and signage division. And 2023, we started in-house firefighting division. We are fortunate and lucky to have dedicated, committed and hardworking team members who supported and encouraged us to make Design Infinity a success story.
Makes sense. When you put it that way, it seems like it wasn't overnight. It seems like it kind of started, with
it's
a plan.
Long, yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. So I kind of then want to ask, because obviously this is a business venture, of course, and there are a lot of our audience are essentially designers. So in your opinion, designers who are looking to start out their own firm from a business point of view, what sort of advice would you want to give them, having been started and running such a successful one?
Yeah, first of all, have a confidence in yourself, that you work on your strengths and you build your unique styles. So that is what sets you apart from the other team members. And you always embrace innovation, and also stay updated with the industry trends mainly. And apart from that, the first thing is to build a relations with the client. So which will definitely take you a long way, and you can definitely grow successful when you have all these things implemented.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I am hearing that, having client relationships is obviously good, but I suppose if I were to ask Geetha, for example, when you first started, were there already a set of clients that wanted to work with you, or did you have a pipeline, or did you kind of gradually build that up when Design Infinity started?
We did had a kind of a few relationship earlier when we were working earlier. But when we started the Design Infinity, yes, the relationship built strongly, and with our kind of a confidence in giving the client to the value for the work, definitely the relationship built more strongly with them. Yeah.
And I'm assuming, because me as a designer, once I work with someone who I know is good, invariably I will continue only working with them.
Yeah.
Is that something which you've noticed with designers in this ecosystem?
Correct. Mostly, most of our clients are repeat clients
Yes.
whom we had worked almost 8-10 years back. Currently, also we are working with the same clients due to our relationship with them and the kind of service what we are giving to them. So yes, like couple of banks, I would say examples like Rack Bank, from 8 years we have been working together. Even Ajman Bank in 2013 we have started, and even now also we are working with them. So many of our clients are repeat clients, and that's mainly due to our relationship with the most of our clients. And they do refer us to the other clients, which will enable us to build a relation with the new clients.
And our 70 to 80% business is repeat business. Like either it's referred existing client or referred from the existing client, like referrals.
Makes sense, because I think, and this is maybe something I wanted to get your opinion on. The Dubai market specifically, I'm not talking about Abu Dhabi, Sharjah and everything. The Dubai market is a very small market, right? And for an outsider, it's quite difficult to get into, especially if you're starting and you don't know anyone here, don't know any projects here, etc. If there is someone like that who wants to enter the market, right, who maybe is a big fit out company, back in the UK or India or wherever it is, and they want to open an office here, what would you recommend for them to do? Do you think they should sort of start small and then again build, or should they come with massive capital set up and try to get as many projects as possible?
Yeah, I think it's better they start with small, or they can do the joint venture with existing company,
right,
and then take it from there. Then coming up with the massive investment, I don't think it will take long. It will take long time to success. We have to understand the market. You have to understand the people involved, like designers. It's an entirely different market, because here in Dubai, we have around 200 different nationalities. And you very rarely have any city or country you have so many other than New York or London.
Right.
So when people, and it's a different mindset here. Population also, 80% population is a floating population. Most of them, they plan to come for short years, and they then end up 10 or 20 years here.
Got it.
So it's a different kind of things. It's better to, our personal advice is to start small anywhere, any business.
Right.
You start small and grow. I'll come to ours also. I will discuss about how we started small, then we have grown. Even for us, joinery also. We just started in 3,000 to 3,000 square feet in a warehouse. Now we have around 60,000 square feet. This one, it's not a overnight, as we mentioned. So we first understand, and you don't lose much if you come up with a big investment, and it is dangerous.
Absolutely. I think that is what gets lost, especially, I mean, I can talk mainly for designers, right? Designers think, oh, if I have to start my studio, I need to get this, a large office space. I need to have this awesome fit out. And I need to, have, build this impression, so to speak, in order to get more work. And yeah, I completely agree. I think starting small is the right way. Given the kind of work that you've been doing, with clients, especially repeat clients and so on, I just want to get your opinion on what do you think of the market requirements at the moment, in the sense that what are clients sort of prioritizing when you meet them and you want to do, works with them? Is there anything which they're kind of focused on, that, I want our project to be a LEED Platinum project, or I want our project to be delivered in record time, 30 days or something like that? Are there any trends that you're noticing in what clients are asking for?
Yeah, basically the clients, first thing, they look for a value for money. Whatever they want, they get it. They seek for the best value which they can get it.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a kind of a more inclined towards the sustainability. So what we see is, whenever we are offering them a kind of a complimentary LEED certifications, the clients are like more leaning towards it, and they feel like that is going to be one of their value addition to their works. So that is something which we are seeing it in recent years. And that really helped us to give a complimentary LEED certifications to them.
Got it.
And also they're focusing on more collaborative areas, open office. This is the trend. Even client also, they're well aware of it. Focus on more on team members.
Right.
Yeah, that's
So it's more about the end users. I mean, they're very concerned about
that. Yeah.
And are you seeing that? So, I mean, that's in office spaces. Are you seeing that in other typologies as well? Kind of in, for example, if I were to think, maybe not residential, but in retail as well, are they giving a more focus to sort of the end retail user?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I think they do a lot of research and they come up on what exactly clients needs it. And yeah, they invest a lot on that and they give us feedback what they want it. And it's a customer focused industry when it comes to retail and all. Yeah.
Got it. Kind of staying with the topic of, focusing on the end user. I know that US Design Infinity, you want to be working with other designers and so on and so forth. And as a designer, I can tell you that sometimes we design stuff which is not very feasible, not very practical. I'll be the first one to admit it. And that, in my mind, I can see that as a gap which, we both as the design and fit out, stakeholders have to bridge, so to speak. So if you could speak to the designers of the buy and tell them, hey, listen, if you just think about this one thing or think about, this one aspect, it'll make the entire project lifecycle easier. Can you think of any one thing that you'd want to tell the design community?
When we work with the designers, the main challenge was like the design intent. Right. Which is the most important in a project. None of the designers want to compromise on that. At the same time, the client's requirement is to meet the budget. Right. So for us, the main challenge was to bridge that gap. How we can give the same design intent with the value what clients' expectation. So right. What our main strength lies is to how innovatively we can get these design intent in place without affecting the cost part of it as well as the design. So we also play a major role in suggesting the materials and the detailings part of it. We work along with the designers. Which will definitely the design community will design consultants will appreciate. At the same time, giving value for the money for the client, which will definitely the clients are happy that they get what the design they have seen and the budget is within their limits.
Right.
And one more thing I want to add, Geetha and myself both are architects. We understand designer mindset. Okay, that's a huge advantage for us. Like now we understand their intent, design intent, and their language. So for us, it's easier to put into practical,
implement.
Yeah, for us, it's easier to implement those design ideas and intent. Yeah.
Understood. Makes sense. So as we kind of, reach the end of our episode, so to speak, I always like looking forward, so to speak, right? Because we've, spoken about everything that you've done to get you up to here, and we've kind of seen what the market is as well. So from here for Design Infinity, over the next 1 year, 5 years, whatever it may be, what's next for Design Infinity? What do you guys want to be focusing on, working on, building on? Maybe larger joinery, I don't know, but what's next for you guys?
Growth mindset is in our DNA. We believe if we are not growing and innovating, we will go down and become irrelevant. From our initial days, we focused on vertical integration, expanding our team and resources so that we can improve quality and timeline. We want to make Design Infinity number one interior fit-out company in UAE. Gradually, we'll expand or have partners in GCC countries. Also, we will establish new verticals, companies related to interior fit-out and construction industry. We are aiming to become $1 billion group by 2030.
$1 billion. Wow, that is a big number, Pratap.
Yes, we will strive for it. For us, that's the way we look for it. If you can see in our office also, we have always target, and that's the way we work on it, and that's the way we have grown. And that's very important to us. And that makes us get up every morning and come to office, do something and contribute to the society. Yeah.
So do you think, feel free not to answer this question, but do you think that will mainly happen as Design Infinity scales up and just has larger facilities, quicker turnovers? Will it happen that way? Or will Design Infinity invest in, acquiring, for example, other design firms or other contractors and things like that?
We don't believe much in acquiring, but we'll start with the small. And again, we have done many things with other verticals also in other businesses. So yeah, we will start small and we grow. Yeah.
Right.
By the way, we also have Grand Infinity Medical Center in Dubai. We have 3 medical center and 3 pharmacies, and we have one more diagnostic center also. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Why the sort of medical pharma side of things?
Better not answer on that.
Okay.
It was an accident, but yes, now it was an accident. We thought it's good opportunity, and actually it's interesting. When we started Design Infinity 2012, 2013, 14, there are a lot of medical centers are coming up. Okay, and most of we were trying to do the interior fit out for this medical center. And most of them, they said, no, you don't have experience in doing medical centers. So in 2014, we met one person who had a plan, and last minute his investor ran away or something like that happened. So we gone through the numbers. We thought, okay, it's not much investment. Let's do it. And it will be a good for us also to refer other people that we have done medical center. Yeah, but it was a struggle for initial years. Yeah, but now it's a good field. Yeah.
No, I think the timing was just perfect, because I was on the drive here on the radio listening to how healthcare tourism is now something which, the entire city is sort of working towards. And the fact that by accident, it seems you found this field. I mean, it's perfect timing, and now you're well established in it.
Yes.
You have obviously more than one project in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I love the fact that, it's okay, we don't have experience in it, we'll just build it ourselves. And now we have experience in it. And I love that. That's awesome. So on the show, we have a bit of a tradition. It's called the aForm tradition. And it's basically a question which is asked by one of our previous guests, not knowing who the next guest is. And you obviously don't know who the previous guest was. And sometimes these are just silly. Sometimes they're very philosophical. I mean, it really varies. So I'll pull up your question today, and feel free to take time to answer it. It's all in good fun, essentially. So let me get yours right now. Oh, okay. Interesting. I think this has come from an interior designer for sure. So in your opinion, what color palette, if any, will be popular in the coming year? You can think about it. I mean, there's no right
our
answer
brand
to
color, bright red.
You always
Bright red it is. Bright red it is. I mean, red is like the power color, right? Yeah. Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Red it is. It'll be red everywhere.
Yeah. No, for me, it is more onto the earthen color, pastel colors, which definitely will be more soothing and more brighter. That's what I.
Yeah, I think now the reason I think it's most of the companies, they are into marketing and all. They use bright colors like now, most of them like now, and it's yellows, oranges. Like now, I think 2 years, 3 years back, it was trend of orange.
Yeah,
even name also orange.
Yeah, we're guilty of that.
Yeah. I think it's the bright colors now, since it's marketing, it's attractive, and again, it's not only bright color, it's individual. Like now, it's a personality. Back in, I think in 2003 or 4, I went for an interview. There they asked me what colors you like, and it was like, I don't know what test it was, but they asked me what color, and on that basis, they understood my personality, and I choose, I think, all the bright colors I was saying, and then they understood my mindset and psychology, like how
confidence,
the personality,
confidence,
all that.
power,
Yeah.
all those
so
things.
that's interesting. Yeah, it's true. But if you ask somebody pessimist and all, they will say lighter color. Like this is my observation, but I may be wrong. Yeah, that's my small observation. Yeah. Yes, very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not a part of the
No, it's okay.
No, just as a discussion.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's interesting. Although I know that we're almost out of time, but I do have one last small question though, because you did mention, sort of the earth colors and the pastel colors and so on. I agree that yes, they are good. But in my opinion, over the last 2-3 years, I think they've been a bit overdone. I think if I look at almost every specialty coffee or, boutique restaurant, it's all the kind of white terrazzo floors and cream pastels and, sorry, Minotti, but, the kind of Minotti looking chairs and things like that. Do you think it's a bit overdone, or do you think it still can be sort of, how should you say, there is still room for it in the market?
Yeah, see, people go with what they see regularly. So
Yeah.
I think so. There is still a room for it in terms of using those tried and tested things. So it should be the pastel colors is always soothing. What for me personally.
Yeah. Understood. Okay. All right. Interesting to hear that. So Pratap and Geetha, thank you so much for your time. This was obviously we were trying to put this together for a long time, so I'm glad that it finally happened. And we will definitely look to have Design Infinity involved a lot more. I think there's a lot of insights that you can provide, which will help our listeners who are predominantly designers. So on behalf of my team, I suppose. Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to having you on in the future.
Thank you so much for having us.
No problem. And for the rest of you guys, we will catch you guys next week. Fellow aFormer, thank you so much for your time. If this episode added any value to you, please share it with anyone who may benefit. If you want to carry on the discussion, please get in touch with us over socials. We are at aForm Show on the gram and hello@aform.studio on email. That is at aForm Show on the gram and hello@aform.studio on email. Until next time, stay inspired.